Iowa Democrats know they'll have much less influence in this state. Republican success on election night means Democrats will have even fewer lawmakers in the state legislature next year. Political Director Dave Price talked with two Democrats who won their campaigns on what's ahead.
Why did so many more Iowans vote Republican than Democrat? Where's the disconnect for your side?
So there are a lot of districts where that difference was a couple hundred of votes. So there's still a significant portion of Iowans who voted for the Democrat. But when I was on the doors, what I found out was there were a lot of people who were just not aware of the down ballot races. They didn't know who was running. They didn't know who those folks were, what the issues were. And so many people were just voting party line, or maybe even leaving those seats blank. And it's about reaching out and connecting with people. And we need to keep working at that. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity to make sure the public is informed about state level races.
Are you more focused, listening to you talk, is that where you think your party's future success might be, focusing more on things like legislative seats rather than those statewide right now?
That's
Am I hearing you right?
Yeah, that's where my passion is, because really important decisions are made at the state level, and there is so much opportunity for a community or the people to have influence on what's happening in the political realm at the state level.
What would you say the Democrats' statewide message is? Are you also focused just on legislative?
Yeah, so my district is the second most Democratic district in the state of Iowa. So most people I knocked their door, they were going to be Democrat. 74% of the registered voters are Democrats. So my view is skewed, but I did knock for Sarah, and I knocked for Kevin Kinney, and saw a little bit different what it looked like to be different, to go to somebody that's a registered Republican and have them and talk to them and say, we are going to vote for Democrats this year. We're going to vote for some Democrats this year, but we're not going to on things like the economy, what they would say. But they are because of women's rights, or because of school choice, or because of the taxes, right? Some other things that were kind of really bothering them about the direction. So we just have to make sure that we're continuing to go out and meet the people where they are and ask them the questions that they need in order to start local and move up to the federal level.
Okay, so how do you converse with people who say they're economic first? Economy is my big one. How do you talk to them as a Democrat about that? Because you look at those polls nationally, folks went for Republicans if they were most concerned about that, just to stereotype people. So how do you both talk to them about economic matters?
In my district, public schools are incredibly important, and for our state, they are the cornerstone of our economy. That's how you recruit and retain employees. Do they want to live in the district? Are the public schools good? Our property values. I mean, it's all hinges on the public schools. Our future workforce. Public schools are an economic issue. Have to connect the dots for some folks and remind them of the importance of some of those really significant issues.
How do you talk economy?
Same thing, right? I mean, it starts at preschool, right? All the data shows that if you start at preschool and you go up to third grade, then you graduate from high school, then you make enough money, because we live in an affordable state already, where you can live a life where the economy is something that's going to be in your benefit. But it starts early on, and it starts with public schools, it starts with affordable housing, it starts with those kind of things.
All right, the governor will have her third crack at trying to get these vouchers through, these scholarships. What are you all going to do about it?
So she managed to take out a few of the folks in her own party who were in opposition, but there are more. And I don't know what the impact was on her party, but I imagine some people are pretty upset with her for doing that. And I really appreciate those Republican legislators who listened to their people and said, no, this is a bad idea. It's still a bad idea, and we're still going to stand up against it.
Can you stop it, being in the minority?
Well, I don't know, but
I realize you haven't even started the job yet.
Yeah,
But
I don't know, but we're sure going to help, and we're sure going to try.
I think the people have the power to stop it. You know, they definitely can speak out on this issue. And even if they elected a Republican legislator, that's a person who is there to serve them, and they need to be reaching out and sharing their perspectives.